tender, love me true, all my dreams fulfill. Oh, my darling, I love you, and I always will. Jacob, yeah, that was made for me a while back. Yeah, I agree. I really like that one. Okay, hold on. Let me get that on live chat because Susan likes to try and screw with me there. Yeah, what we're gonna do today is I want you guys to air grievances with whatever it is you have grievances with. I want to hear us pissing everybody off. That's basically what it is. Well, I guess Susan's always the case, huh? Yeah, I think that's a continual grievance. Hi, Morgan. Well, thanks, Enrique. I am an anime lover. I know that, thanks to you guys. Jeff almost sat on his balls. Hate when that happens. Wish I had balls big enough to sit on anymore. Okay, berries. My grievances. A 12-piece at KFC is the equivalent of an 8-piece at any normal chicken joint. That's a legit grievance. Any grievance to do with an inadequate amount of food is absolutely legitimate as far as I'm concerned. That's serious shit. Krusty says, I don't know, I'm just here for the talking. Other than that, I can't stand American politics. I think a lot of people feel that way. Morgan says, my abusive mother drained my soul by abusing me during childhood. Now she drained my soul by smothering me with love and apologies. No, never too dark. Never too dark, Morgan. That's unfortunate. That seems to happen a lot more often than would certainly be seemingly acceptable as parents go over the top to try and heal old wounds, I guess. Yeah, no, I get that. Rick says, my entire life is a grievance. Yikes. Lou said the same thing. I've got a grievance with my entire life. Oh, boy. we opened up a serious can of worms here. Chrome says, well, here's a big grievance. All restaurants and bars will be shut for 2-week lockdown from Friday here. Then they won't be allowed to sell alcohol after. Don't drink, but angry will kill businesses. What? Really, Chrome? See, that's a little extreme. That comes down to the same thing, well, we've all been talking about. There's got to be a balance between dealing with the pandemic and not destroying life for the foreseeable future, period. And some places I don't think are even trying to balance it. It's like, especially with all we know about the virus now, doesn't it make more sense to just keep as many things open as possible and protect those who are most at risk? I mean, that's what seems logical to me. Brian's got a good one. Goofy lives in a house and Pluto outside. Major bullshit. I agree. And as a big Disney fan, I've been in Pluto's ear more than once saying, listen, you could get a better deal elsewhere. Fuck Goofy. Fuck Mickey. And, so far I haven't gotten him to rise up, but I think I will eventually. Gone says, third shift is stinky, and it's fucking with my sense of time. Took me way too long to remember what day it was today. Many years ago when I used to do, I had a job with shift work. Yeah, I didn't mind third shift gone, but it does fuck with your internal schedule.
Oh yeah.
I mean, I was gonna say I would never know what day of the week it was, but never. I guess I didn't know what day of the week it was more so than normal is the best way to put it. Jay, that Halloween is canceled, but I can serve people at McDonald's. It's ridiculous. They canceled Halloween where you are, Jay? My wife was really concerned. I thought they'd do it here, but they haven't. So she's going with all kinds of ideas on, to make anybody that's even a little bit uneasy about coming up for candy or whatever. But people have to realize too, it's very important that is out. This is out there so people know that it's on the CDC guidelines. It's not something I'm making up. As far as the doctors, epidemiologists can tell, it's very, very, very highly unlikely that you will contract this virus from person to object to person. It's typically airborne through droplets. So it's really not all that unsafe with Halloween, other than, if you're going to be giving out candy directly to kids and stuff, obviously you want to have a mask on. But on Halloween, certainly should be easy enough to have a mask on. Surely Halloween should be canceled by the people, not just the government. Agreed, Lex. Agreed. It's like everything else, though, guys, in society, and I think most of you will agree with me on this. Everything's an extreme. It's always like, well, we got to shut this all down and make sure no one else dies from this. Well, that would be fine and good, but you're not going to stop this virus from getting to people, and you're not going to stop it. You're not going to stop it having a fatal result in people who are compromised. It's just not going to happen. And then the other side of the coin is, well, we've been shut down too long. Let's just throw everything open and let the chips fall where they may. Well, that's not sensible either. But shutting things down, shutting businesses down entirely, you do what you got to do, but you're setting on a path for destruction down the line. And we all know that suicides are up, domestic violence is up when you disrupt people's way of lives like this and get people desperate, bad things happen. Chrome says, here's a minor grievance. Crunchyroll sticking the shows I want to check out this month behind a paywall at the moment. It's the reason why I haven't been able to get my G100s yet. Well, time to pirate. Chrome says, I didn't realize they were doing that. I watch a lot of Verve. I've got memberships to all. Obviously, I have to have memberships to all the streaming places because I try and only watch from the official release point. So, but I didn't know they were doing that. Chris says Curtis is sus and an imposter even when he's not playing. I'm an imposter all the time. Well, this last round wasn't too bad. Did you guys notice that it had to be a coincidence? But those of you who were in there playing Among Us with us all, did you notice that when I finally won a round as the imposter, I stopped getting imposter all the time? I finally got to do something. I finally got to be a part of the crew. Morgan, my ultimate grievance, my repeated grievance, most important grievance of mine, I'm hungry, Morgan says. Yes, Morgan, you will never have a problem getting sympathy from me for that grievance. I kind of expected, Wolverine, something like this would be coming. My grievance is Boruto simply existing. I knew Wolverine's grievance would have something to do with Boruto and or subbed anime.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, what if Light used the Death Note on Thanos? That's an interesting play, Jeremiah. You know what? I'm sorry, guys. I don't have my headphones on. I can't even hear when you guys are. That's an interesting take. I like that. Hold on a second. I just got to move this over here so I can see. What the hell? I got things popping up. I got things popping up. I wish. What the hell is going on here? Okay, that goes there. I can't get my desktop arranged. There we go. Okay. Crap, this is being a pain in my ass today. There. All right, I got it again. Gerardo, this morning they revealed new playable characters from Mortal Kombat 11. I heard, Gerardo. One of the characters is fucking Rambo. They actually got Sylvester Stallone for his face. I heard about that. That's pretty cool. That's pretty freaking cool. Oh, they fixed the stream boss. I forgot to have my headphones on. I couldn't hear that. Oh, that's right, because Wolverine was a stream boss when we got it. Well, stream boss was working. What I took out was the YouTube counter that was just counting how many people were in the stream because I couldn't get it to work again. It had been working fine all that time, and I couldn't get it to work anymore. Damn it. Yeah, and MK11, that's pretty cool. Putting Rambo in? Yeah, I agree, guys. I like that. All the rich folks in chat, lend me your energy, Lick says. How do you... Jay says, how do your feet smell if they don't have a nose? Oink says, my only current grievance is that in this precise moment, I am not being blasted with a mighty river of your sticky stuff. That's coming up. I get it coming up. And today's sticky stuff, granted, it's only Thursday sticky stuff, and we know everything pales in comparison to, Free for All Friday sticky stuff, but it's still sticky stuff. That thumbnail, yeah, that was really well. That was really well done. That thumbnail. Let me remember. Let me give proper credit here. I got to remember. Oh, La République is the screen name of the person who made that for me. Yeah, I thought that was really cool. I like that one. Chrome says, seriously, how do bars survive without being able to sell any alcohol? Absolutely. Also closed by 6 p.m., especially after closing for 2 weeks. After a 3-month lockdown, it'll kill Glasgow and the morons don't care. Chrome, I'm with you. I mean, especially now that we're not in the early stages of this virus. We have a lot of knowledge about it and how it works and what it does. Why are we not working on getting as much of our economies open as possible and protecting those who are vulnerable? I don't, say, oh, no, just everything's got to shut now. Now we're just shutting it all down. Hey, do what you got to do, but you could be destroying the future for young people. Excuse me. Downward says, my boss requires everyone to work on holidays, is a micromanager, is a skinflint, likes to hold my promotion over my head, and says he's my friend. Don't you love friends like that, Downward? Yeah, I've known people. I've known people of a similar ilk, and yes, wanting to consider themselves your friends. Yeah, yeah, that sucks.
Yeah.
That sucks, my friend. Unfortunately, I've experienced those types as well. Barry says, can't diss Disney, they'll do bad things to you. Yeah, Disney's kind of terrifying if you think about it, Barry's. Well, the stuff they own. Disney might be running the entire planet right now, I'm thinking. Lachlan says, not the British government, apparently. Yeah, again, my opinion, it seems like an overreaction. The thing of it is, here's the part that gets me. And see, I don't know if you guys agree or not, but we knew right from when this virus started, and we went to the shutdowns to try and flatten the curve. That was the phraseology of the time. We knew as we started to open things up that cases would pick up again. It's inevitable. But supposedly we were flattening the curve to learn more about it, to protect those who are vulnerable and be able to get going again. But now that's been thrown out the window and people are like, no, one death is too many. Everybody just hide. I don't see how you go about that without destroying your lives and your futures. Just my way of seeing it. Dragon says, I feel like there will be a lot of controversy no matter who wins the election. Oh, no doubt. No doubt. It's going to get hairy no matter who wins. You guys heard about Whitmer in Michigan, right? Governor Whitmer. How they just arrested, the FBI infiltrated some militia organization that was planning to kidnap her. Yeah, I think that's tip of the iceberg stuff, to be honest with you. James says, they only want the bad news out there because it doesn't fit their agenda. You're right, James. And the thing is, even more so than that, from mainstream media outlets have become absolute garbage. They're all just propaganda arms for whatever side of the political spectrum they're on. And they will only report on the things that will get them clicks. And if you can find bad news, obviously any type of bad news or any reason or cause for concern in an article will get you clicks. That's what it's come down to. I have, again, as somebody whose schooling was in journalism, and it's a field I had always respected, I have no use for them anymore. They've completely betrayed themselves. Trakami says, I have a boss like that, but been at the company for 7 years, and they promote someone who's been there 2 years, different department, and becomes my supervisor, and they have the nerve to ask me to train him. Yikes. That's almost Dilbert comic-like bullshit right there. Wow.
Oh, yeah.
Wow. Willie says, my grandma mentally manipulated me and my cousins, turning us on our parents. I'm the oldest and have always been her favorite, so I know she'll come for me again. Her shit is also why my cousin tried. Yeah. That's pretty fucked up right there. Yeah, I mean, a lot of us have familial issues, but yeah, that's pretty messed up. Tim says next post, because most vulnerable are old who know better than experts and will still go out. Well, and that's the thing, Tim. But to me, and I don't disagree with you, but the thing of it is, now with the knowledge that's out there, you can avoid knowledge of this virus and how it works. And certainly all you have to do is want to find out more information, and it's everywhere. So to me, you've got to start getting things back opened up again. And if people, the most vulnerable, aren't willing to do what they're being asked to do to protect themselves, then they kind of brought it on themselves. Chrome says, did good journalism ever really exist in the mainstream? I think so, Chrome. I think, like, let's take the New York Times, for example. They always had a left lean, but I think they were a legitimate news source. Just because they leaned left, they would still tell a story based on journalistic integrity. Hey, James just took over as stream boss, but I don't. That's completely gone out the window now. Now it's about clicks, and it's all about clicks and getting to your political end. That's all there is to it. Hey, Cheap Jump Scare, good to see you, pal. Well, thanks. Bliner, thank you. Gerardo says, the pack for the Mortal Kombat characters comes out a day after my birthday, so I'm excited. Cool. But I'm not as excited for Rambo as everyone else since I never watched any of the movies. Good movies, Gerardo. Good movies. They stand the test of time, too. Particularly the first one. I like the first one the best. That's something that if you got some time to kill and you just want a movie, it's fun. It's a fun ride. Those are good. Lachlan says, Boris Johnson has said that he hopes everything gets back to normal in the UK by September. Fucking September. Yeah, well, see, the thing is, Lachlan, I could see, because we don't know. We know that vaccines are going to be coming out. We don't know what effectiveness they will have. So I think there's, fuck off, train. I think there's the potential for this to drag on for some time. But the point is, even if it does, then we got to learn to live with it. We got to deal with it as best we can and continue on. You can't leave the whole world shut down.
Oh, yeah.
Particularly with a virus that has proven to be only fatal to those with pre-existing conditions who we can designate beforehand. I just don't understand the shutting everything down thing. I mean, it could drag on for some time, but that's all the more reason to get back out there. Ellen and Tachi deserve better. Agreed, Morgan. On both counts. I really liked Tachi. And I really liked Elle. Yeah, you guys know, I'll say it again, though. That in Death Note, and Morgan's a huge Death Note fan, it's still, there's those scenes in anime that stick with you. All of us have our own special ones. And that death scene for Light at the end, the death scene itself on the stairs there is so perfectly done. And then the cut to Ryuk sitting there writing in the book. I just love that ending. That, and also the scene where Light sends the police officer's girlfriend off to kill herself. That was really well done too. Really well done. Another one of my favorite scenes. And that's when you knew, for me, that's when any thought of having any type of empathy for Light went out the window. Thanks, Joseph. That's nice of you to say. Appreciate that. Yeah, it's just the fact that they're planning to pretty much shut back down again, Lachlan says. Yeah, see, I don't get that, Lachlan. I'm with you. I'm on your side 100%. You can't, I don't see how you can shut down. You just got to say, listen, here, these are the people. If you fall into this category, this virus may kill you. Here's what we need you to do. And set up whatever you need to do. Set up programs to help older people get food into their homes. Whatever you need to do to allow them to stay in their homes without shutting down your entire economy. And again, potentially, and I don't think this is, even some politicians realize this, you only need to go months of shutting down to have that affect generations to come. You know, we're leaving our kids in a terrible, dramatic hole here by doing this stuff. You know who deserved better, Lude says? My boy Killer B. Dude just wanted to drop a mixtape. Now he has to be a village leader and shit. Excellent point, actually, Lude. Yeah, Killer B ended up with way more responsibility than I think Killer B ever wanted. Get rebuked, Wolverine says. Chrome says, since I've got 2 G100s this month, wanted to save the second for a new show. But new ones like Burn the Witch, Nobilis, and Dragon's Quest episodes have been behind a paywall for a week. Well, so you can't. I see what you're saying. So you're unable to see them, Chrome. I gotcha. Well, that sucks. I have a paid membership there, so I don't know what's behind the wall and what isn't. M says, "What are you guys doing in here?" I'm touching myself. That's why I keep the camera where it is. Oh, I'm not supposed to. Yeah, okay, I'm touching myself. You guys already knew that. Chrome says, "Here's a grievance. Naruto fans worship Itachi, but forget he most likely slaughtered babies in their cribs to wipe out the Uchiha." Yeah, but I mean, and in fairness, Chrome, do they really forget it, or do they consider it collateral damage? You know, there is that. Especially when you're talking to somebody like me, you know, with sociopathic tendencies. Oh, the Disney pizza, Ben, it was so good. And I think I told you guys, and I'll mention this over and over in comment sections, that not only was the pizza great, where it always is in Italy, I told you about that, and I streamed from there so you guys could see it, but then, now that's my favorite sausage pizza in the world. A few days later, I found my favorite place for cheese pizza in the world, and it's not the same place. It's in Disney Springs. Holy shit. The sausage there wasn't quite as good as it is in Italy, you know, in Epcot in Italy. But the cheese pizza there was fucking phenomenal. Holy shit, it was so good. Oh, we're having pizza for dinner tonight. We're having friends over, and we're just going to order out and get some pizza. And I love our local pizza place. We have one specifically that I drive to get to, and it's great. But man, I want to go back to that Pizza Ponte in Disney Springs so bad. Excuse me. Sorry, guys. Wolverine says, I'm a week sober. It's a struggle, but worth it. Good for you, pal. Good for you. I hope in a matter of months you're in here telling us that you're a year sober. I hope everything goes well. Excuse me. Lude says, shut the fuck up, Curtis. You're getting me hungry. Yeah. Well, join the club, Lude, because I'm getting me hungry too. And this couple that we spend a lot of time with, they come over it's usually Thursdays. We'll all hang out together because Alex and I like to watch football together and stuff. So it's usually Thursday evenings, but now they both just changed jobs, so they get out of work a little later. So it's a little later in the day when I get to eat, and it doesn't seem like a big deal, but it's even worse now because I've gone back. I told you guys I've been working out again, so I'm lifting weights. And way more so than cardio or anything else, when I lift weights, I get so fucking hungry. I mean, way worse than usual. And that's what's next. As soon as I'm done with the stream, as a matter of fact, I got a little bit of editing to do. And then I'm going downstairs to lift. And then I'm going to be freaking starving. Pretty much Prismatic. You're right. Come on, Curtis. We all know you're never not. Especially now, with cutting back on, watching my portion sizes of what I'm eating. Yes, I'm clearly always hungry now. Dragon says, Toby is the one who helped Itachi in that massacre. For all we know, he could have been the one to slaughter the babies. True, Dragon. And again, some people could just say, well, it was part of the deal. It's not, it's not something you admire someone for, but collateral damage. James says, you see, the people that don't want to stay in, that is at a higher risk, are the same people that were given participation trophies. And those are also the people that cry about every little thing. I don't disagree with you there either, James. Don't disagree with you there either. Big Green But Spooky says, everybody just change your name by adding But Spooky at the end. Toby is a good boy. Yes, he is, Big Green. Did they? I've been watching. Trevor says, Curtis the Braves just blew bases loaded, no outs for Smith. Bases loaded, no outs, and didn't score? That's actually difficult to do percentage-wise. If you look at the history of Major League Baseball, what is that? That's got to be like, what, maybe 7-8% of the time? That's pretty fucked up to do that in the playoffs. You got bases
Oh,
loaded, nobody out, and you don't push a run
yeah.
across, you deserve to lose the series. Oh, Dowlord, stop it. Want me to share my Hawaiian and anchovy pizza? Oh. Ah, can you imagine pineapples and anchovies? Yikes. Oh. James says, I thought I heard you say you was cutting back on the amount of porn you were watching. No, I wouldn't do that. Not cutting back on your portions. No. Oh no, please, James, don't make that mistake. I don't even want it. I don't want to take a chance on inflicting that kind of karma onto me. That kind of juju on me. No, there is nothing, there is no goal I wish to attain in life. Like me, I'm cutting
Oh,
down on my portions and working out, so I want to get in better shape and hopefully live longer to watch more anime with you guys. That's what it boils down to. But there's no goal I have in life that would make me cut down on my porn. See, Mr. Papa Varashia says pineapple is great on pizza. At least now my wife isn't ordering that. Like tonight, I'm gonna get pizza, and they order calzone, so at least I don't have to look at pineapple on pizza. Ugh. You guys getting some lag? Unfortunately, James is stream boss now. I can't do anything about that for you guys. That's Susan's end. Susan's end. I know. Again, I regularly check especially before we go into a stream, I check my signal strength, and we're good. So I apologize. Any lag is on her. Need to bring back the DBZ? I'm not sure what you're saying, James. Yeah, JP. Again, La Republique is the name of the screen name of the person that made that for me. I thought I did a really good job with that thumbnail. I like it. It's one of my favorites. I'll have to show you guys sometime. I'll get a tab open while we're doing a stream. Any fan art that gets sent to us over the years, I save it all. And some of it's really, really very well done, very well crafted, like that thumbnail today. And others are just things people doodled on pieces of paper and took a picture of and stuff, but I keep it all. I'll have to show it all to you guys. You know how hard it is to commit to a diet. If I'm on a diet, my fat ass sees a big bag of sees a bag of chips. It's all over. Yeah, prismatic. I struggle with that all the time. I'm too much of a junk eater. I went off course a little today. My wife keeps a little candy bowl full all around Halloween. And I was like, yeah, I've been being really good, but I'm gonna have a couple of Mounds and an Almond Joy today. The little mini ones there. Oh, Dow Lord. Hawaiian pizza is good. Anchovies make it better. Oh, that gives me shivers. Actually, yikes. Chrome said the smartest thing ever said in this channel. You mean just now, Lex? What did Chrome say? Chrome, that's high praise. Okay. Permission to give a timeout to people who like Hawaiian. That's true. Bort says I keep thinking the stream boss is James Harden. He drained a 3 and came right over here and became stream boss. No, Harden can't come in here because no, I shouldn't say that. It's not Harden's fault that he was up against Giannis for MVP, and Giannis got it because Giannis is my boy. But then we're just not going to let LeBron in here because he was a whiny little bitch about it when he didn't get it. I mean, come on, even if you're a LeBron fan, wasn't that kind of whiny? I only got 16 first place votes. Bullshit. Shut up, dude. I was never anti-LeBron. He's never played for any teams that I root for or anything. It's like, quit being a fucking baby. Jesus. Stop obfuscating and give an answer, Chrome says. I can't do it. I can't authorize those, Chrome. As much as I'd like to, it's one of those rare cases where we have to let the pineapple on pizza people be among us. I'm sorry. James Harden draining a 3. That sounds unrealistic, Cheap Jump Scare says. He put what's spooky on. Oh, changing your name midstream breaks YouTube? Oh, shit. Well, anybody surprised by that? No? Yeah. Wolverine but spooky. I'm game. That's actually pretty funny, you guys. Dragon says, I like pineapple pizza. Oh, but I'd rather eat a salt block over an anchovy. Yeah, even my wife doesn't like anchovies, Dragon. And she's the one who loves the Hawaiian pizzas. And she likes a lot of stuff that to me is odd tasting. Well, she likes me. That's odd. Is odd tasting. But yeah, even she won't eat the anchovies. Gerardo says, I've been a big fan of Mortal Kombat since I came to America.
Oh,
I was 5 when my uncle showed me my very first video game, that being Mortal Kombat Deception. It was gruesome, terrifying, and I loved it. Yeah, well, tomorrow's Fighting Friday, so there'll be more. I'll be playing more MK11 tomorrow on the stream. You know, we got to have Free For All Friday as well, but there'll be an MK11 stream earlier in the day. Yeah, anchovies are gross, Morgan. And I think they're next level gross, because you guys know me, I have extremely limited tastes. But even at that, anchovies are next level gross. That's not normal gross. It's a whole different ball game. I like this emerald octopus but spooky. That was a good idea, Big Green. I like that. I think that's cool for October. I was in Mortal Kombat since I was a kid. Yeah, Keith, I actually hadn't even played. Spaz Kid played 11, and I would watch over his shoulder. But I hadn't hardcore played one since it was, I can't remember the system, but it was probably the first one that came out, because I remember playing it the whole time. I think, yeah, Tipper, you guys don't remember, Al Gore's wife, Tipper Gore, she was leading a big crusade against violent video games. And that one came out, and her vagina like jumped out and just sucked her whole body inside. She was so aghast by it all. I hated Tipper Gore, despised her. And she just went apeshit. They were actually trying to get that game banned. Fortunately, it never happened. Because again, we talk about protests and people in streets and stuff. First Amendment and freedom to create rights are the things that would get my fat ass out in a street. Again, you don't like the game? Don't fucking play it. You don't want your kids to play it? That's fine. That's why you have parents. But the government should not be our parents. The government doesn't tell you can't play a game. If they want to put a rating on it or something, that's fine. But don't tell you can't do it because it's too violent for children. Well, then don't let the fucking children play it. But spooky. Yeah, Mr. Papa. I said it before. Papa Veraccia. Big Green had biggest greenness but spooky as his screen name, so everybody's just putting the but spooky. I like that. Chrome went with Bloody Chrome. That's kind of cool. I like that you guys thought of that stuff for October to do that stuff. That's cool. I like that. Too many pearl clutchers. Sure are, Chrome. Dollar says, crunching their little anchovy heads gives a burst of flavor that's just delightful. Oh, you actually gave me a little bit of a chill, Dowlord. Come on. Oh, they're so fucking gross, anchovies. Yikes. Oh, Postal was banned? I didn't know that, Monkey. Yeah, see, I can't, what other countries do isn't my business. But yeah, that, I mean, to me, there are always exceptions. I think it's okay to ban anything that specifically encourages people to be violent towards one another. I wouldn't have had a problem with them banning that Cuties movie, because they went, as far as I'm concerned, I'll right up front, I didn't watch the whole movie. I saw the objectionable clips, or the ones that people thought were objectionable, and I don't care about the context, because you were clearly hypersexualizing young girls. So there is a line to be crossed, but I think you only ban something when the line to be crossed is a line that's breaking the laws. And we all know we have free speech, but the whole, you still can't shout fire in a crowded movie theater. You also can't do anything that tells people to rise up and hurt others. But watching cartoon characters that are series of ones and zeros engaged in ridiculous, over-the-top, gory battle, anybody that's inspired by that to go out and do something violent was fucked up anyway and was going to do that violent thing regardless. Money on My Mind says, the only cutie I want to see is Curtis in anime. I got to get another one set up. I got to decide. I'm thinking of trying to set one up with, oh, God damn it. His name went right out of my head. From JoJo, guys. Our hand fetish boy.
Oh,
Why is his name? I was just talking
yeah.
about him. Now his name went out of my head. I was thinking of doing some with Curtis meeting him. Yoshikage Kira. Thank you, guys. Yes. I was thinking of going back over JoJo and looking at those scenes, because I got to see the scenes that work the best and see if there are some scenes that would work well for that. Epstein likes cuties. Yeah, I bet Alessandro, if he hadn't committed suicide. Gerardo says, I'm glad my mom has common sense in terms of violent video games. She once yelled at me for playing Mortal Kombat, but it wasn't because I was playing, it was because my homework wasn't done. Yeah. Well, see, that's the way I took it, Gerardo. When things like that came out, my kids, Brax, it was always explained to them. I don't try and hide things from them. I explain to them. You know, I think that's the way you approach things. So if you want to play a violent video game, it's just like when he played Call of Duty. It was explained to him. I said, you know, what we're doing here, it's one thing to be shooting at these other fictional characters on your screen that are little digital images. I said it's very important to always understand the difference between that and actually ending a human being's life in real life. And I would have the conversations with him, and because I'm fortunate in that he wasn't a psycho, it was like, yeah, Dad, I know that. I don't want to hurt anybody. I just want to play the game. But as a parent, it's your job to get in there and make sure that they understand that. That's all. Dragon says, unlike in 2016, there doesn't seem to be anyone threatening to move to Canada if Trump wins this year. Not that anyone would care if they did. Well, that they kind of got really stuck on that one, because that's been a thing forever. You know, if my candidate doesn't win, I'm moving to Canada type stuff.
Yeah.
But they were also confident that Hillary was winning, that all these celebrities and everything thought nothing of throwing that out there. I'll get myself some free attention, free publicity by saying that I'm leaving the country if he wins. That's how staunch I am in my defense of Hillary Clinton. And then Trump won, and they all went, "Oh, it was just kind of like a joke." Fucking yeah. I think if you state that you're going to do it, you should be forced to. Chief Jumpscare says, check next two posts, please. It's one long post. Okay, hold on a second. Let me see if I can get that. I once saw an employee at GameStop who was selling GTA 5 to a woman who was buying it for her 10-year-old. Employee told her it was rated mature due to violence, language, and nudity. As well he should. I mean, that I'm all for, you know, making people aware of what they're buying. Although for me, I would never buy my kid anything without having looked into it first. But I'm all for that. You know, people should be made aware of what they're doing. Lixbox with Spooky says, I sure am sad that Epstein ended his own life of his own accord without interference. Me too, Lix. It was so sad. And golly, you know, it was just so fortunate for him too, though, that he felt he needed to get out, and that all those prison guards just happened to be looking the other way, doing other things when he wanted to go, even though he was on suicide watch. I guess, you know, yeah, just one of those coincidence things. Hold on, let me make sure I didn't miss Cheap Jump Scares the rest of the story, did I? No. Oh, there it is. The mom looked at her kid and said, that's the game you want? The kid replied by saying, well, all my friends have it. Mom said she wasn't okay with the content and bought it anyway. For fuck's sake, 0 out of 10. Yeah, what? So basically, that sounds like, Cheap Jump Scare sounds like she was trying to say she wasn't okay with it because she thought that somehow made her look like a better mom in the eyes of the GameStop employee or something. Because, like, I don't have any problem with that. I say, listen, I understand what's involved in the game. My son and I have had a conversation about it. I'm comfortable with the fact that he knows the difference between video game violence and real life violence. Sell me the game and shut up, Gomer. Wolf says there was a game called Manhunt for Wii. It got banned because it was too interactive with how you played the game. Really? I never heard about that one, Wolf. Really? Too interactive? See, I don't like any place where government tries to take my place as a parent. That doesn't sit well with me. Big Green says, yeah, what an unfortunate coincidence. Nobody saw him kill himself. I know. All the cameras were down too, remember? It happens. You know, when you get the highest profile prisoner in the entire nation coming into your facility, and he's on suicide watch, you have to expect that, of course, he's going to be able to commit suicide if he wants to, if he really wants to. Hey, Money on My Mind is boss. Hey, Curtis, I know this is an annoying question, but what's your favorite car? Not an annoying question. Street racer? I've never been much of a gearhead. You know, it's never been a really big deal to me for me to have a specific favorite. I got to admit, I've been intrigued by the electric cars. Not just the fact that they're electric. I like a lot of the features that they put into them. So I don't want to step on Spaz Kid's toes, because he's a huge geek for Teslas. But I got to admit, I wouldn't mind one myself. But I've never been a really, really big gearhead. Money on My Mind says, you know what's spooky? The number of people around the Clintons that mysteriously died. Epstein died of COVID-19. Come on, guys. Yeah, Money on My Mind.
Oh, yeah.
I'll tell you. Money on My Mind's boss with that one. That's a frightening number of people that have had dirt or had close relations with the Clintons who have suicided. And you guys know, and I think I backed it up in our conversations, I'm not a conspiracy theorist type. And at least with the Clintons, you could make something of a case for it all being coincidence in each individual case. But Epstein didn't kill himself. Come on. Jesus Christ. I mean, that one's not even close. It's a conspiracy theory to say that Epstein did kill himself. Excuse me. Oh, what's this, Willie? Sunday at Epcot. Nice. Monday at Magic Kingdom, Tuesday at Animal Kingdom, Wednesday at Volcano Bay, and Thursday at Universal. It's a graduation gift from me and my best friend. Awesome, dude. Oh, you'll have a good time. I can't even tell you. I think you got a good schedule there. Willie, are we talking about this coming Sunday? I got all kinds of Disney shit everywhere. I can give you a good idea what crowd levels are going to be like. So let's go through this with Willie. Sunday at Epcot. I'm assuming it's this Sunday. What's that, the 11th? Okay, Sunday at Epcot. Looks good there. Oh, looks good there. Oh, if it's this Sunday. Epcot's... Animal Kingdom and Magic Kingdom would have been the best parks for that day, but Epcot's not real bad. It shouldn't be too horribly crowded. Monday at Magic Kingdom. Magic Kingdom looks good for Monday. Very good. Yep, Magic Kingdom looks really good for Monday. Let's see. Tuesday at Animal Kingdom. Tuesday's the 13th. Looks good there. Looks good there. Yeah, Animal Kingdom is real good on Tuesday. It's as small a crowd as you can get. And Wednesday at Volcano Bay and Universal. Yeah, your 3 Disney picks look pretty good. Epcot will probably be the busiest of the 3, but that's unavoidable right now because the weekends have really, really, really picked up at Disney. Yeah, Trakami says 80% of them have committed suicide or had a very nasty accident. And it does. Again, it's not a conspiracy theory to say that it's suspicious how many people around the Clintons and on the bad side of the Clintons have had unfortunate ends. But there's certainly not enough there, at least that we know of, to bring any type of charges. The whole thing with Epstein is just ludicrous that they haven't gotten to the bottom of that. Come on. Somebody knows what went on there because he didn't fucking kill himself. Give me a break. Was listening to Metallica at work, Monkey says, this morning, and headbanging. My manager now thinks I'm crazy. Nothing crazy about that. A little headbanging's good for you. Yeah, you got good picks there, Willie. Epcot will be fairly crowded, but any of them will on the weekends. Weekends are pretty packed. But now, the other 2 parks you're going to, what I was looking at is, because you have to make the reservations, which you know in advance, at no level, whether it's day pass guests, pass holders, or people staying on property, at no level the other 2 parks are they sold out at any of those 3 levels. So you'll get as low crowds as you're going to get right now at Disney. Probably was in the 3,000 plus, 30,000 plus emails they deleted. Yes, yes, Phasma Spooky. Yeah, I mean, come on. The Clintons are masters at getting away with stuff. I mean, think about that with Hillary. With the emails, I mean, she deleted, fried up 30,000 emails and got away with it. Who knows what was on them? We'll never find out. Somebody knows, but we're never going to find out. And if they did know, they're probably dead, so. Bloody Chrome says, suggestion, look for the scene with Kira with the doctor at the ambulance. Okay. The erection speech about the Mona Lisa, probably the best material to use for Curtis in anime. I'll take a look, Chrome, because I'm going to look around. You got to remember, too, I got to look for backgrounds and stuff and how I can fit myself into it. Fit myself into it. That's what she said. But, yeah, that's what I'm thinking of trying next. I'll check those scenes again. Money on My Mind says, how much do you think a trip to Disney would cost to adults? I can give you a real good idea, Money on My Mind. All I need is a little more details. You guys know I live for that Disney shit. Do not pay rack rates. There are always deals on everything. Make sure you look for what offers are out, especially right now. There's all kinds of deals. Disney for 2 adults, say you're going a week. If you want to go, like this month is fairly slow. November up until the week before Thanksgiving is fairly slow. If you went in that time frame, depending on where you want to stay, if you wanted to stay as cheaply as you possibly could, you could probably do the park passes and everything for under $2,000. If you wanted to stay at a nicer place, $32,000. If you wanted to stay top end, well, they don't have concierge level going on anymore, but top end with the deals out there, probably $4,000, $4,200. Weather here, the Ninja Genko, we got a good day today. Unlike yesterday when we started that stream, we had that fucking violent storm. Damn. It depends on everything. Flight, drive, hotel. Right, exactly. I'm just talking about for Trikami. I'm just talking about, for staying at Disney, for staying there in your park passes. You got to remember they don't have the meal plan going now either, so you got to figure your food into it. And anytime any of you guys wants help with planning a Disney trip, I'd be glad to help. I love doing that stuff. But there are certainly places you can eat that are cheaper than others. Also, depending on where we stay, sometimes we rent a car. That seems like a big added extra expense, but I'll tell you, get cars rented down there cheap. And you can save a ton of money just by driving off-site and getting some of your meals, and by driving to the local Walmart and loading your hotel room up with waters and snacks and all that stuff. You can save a shit ton of money. And I don't like giving anybody a specific plug, but it's just the facts. I look through all this. If you're going to rent, and you're going to rent from the airport, Orlando Airport, go with Alamo. Alamo has got fantastic rates, and they get you in and get you out quick. Oh, yeah, you have to watch the deals. You got to watch the deals. You go right on Disney's site. Just do a Google search on Disney World current offers and look at all the offers. That's where you start.
Oh, yeah.
Wolf says it has been raining and thundering a lot where I live. I love it. I sleep so much better with it. It is. I agree, Wolf. It is very relaxing. Makes it easy to sleep. Oh, Wolf took over as stream boss. Yeah, I agree with that. Yeah, I saw that, Trikami. That was sad. Eddie's gone. Eddie Van Halen. He was one of the great ones. Ian says, I'm planning to smuggle drugs in Disneyland. Could you help me? Bloody Chrome says, when we go to Disney, we pretty much never eat in the parks. Food just feels too expensive compared to other options before. Oh, it is. I mean, now some of the places I think, Chrome, are exceptional. And the thing of it is, when it's normal conditions, if you get the meal plan, if you buy their meal plan, it is fairly pricey. But if you buy their meal plan and use it on the really upper end meals, it comes out pretty well. I mean, where you can have, if you like character interactions and stuff like that. Obviously, for me, there's no way that I wouldn't eat at that restaurant in Italy because I love the pizza. But even in Disney Springs, the food is a lot cheaper. That pizza I got down there at the pizza place in Disney Springs was substantially cheaper than any place in the parks. But if you go down, I can't remember the street names, but if you go down, like you're going into Disney Springs and you go past it by a block, I can't remember the name of the street, But that whole street is just lined up with all kinds of fast food places, markets, stuff like that. We while we were down there, I ran out and I got us, because they don't have any up here, so I got us a dinner from Steak and Shake, which isn't a big deal. I mean, I know it's just run-of-the-mill grubby food, but it's good grubby food, and we don't get it up here. So there's a lot of ways to save money. A lot of times renting a car, especially if you don't have a big group, renting a car at Disney can save you money, even though they do charge. The only thing you got to watch is the resorts now do charge you for parking, which sucks. Downward says, couldn't figure out how to be spooky without changing Badlands to something else. Downward Badlands was spooky. I like that, though. I like that. But Chrome says, have eaten in Disney Springs, though, just not in the proper parks areas in years. Yeah, Disney Springs is, like you say, Chrome, that's not nearly as bad. You can get some decent deals down there. But I highly recommend to everybody, if you eat in Disney Springs, try that pizza Ponte. It is so, so, so good. If you're, I can tell you where it is. If you're standing in front of the, you guys that have been there know, they have that hot air balloon that you can take rides on. If you're facing that hot air balloon, right to your right is a bridge. Go up over the bridge, and Pizza Ponte is right there to the left as you go over the bridge. It's so freaking good. Yeah, I like it though, Big Green. I like what you started here. That's pretty cool. Jeff says, it is possible to commit no mistakes and still lose. That is not a weakness, that is life. Sure it is. Sure it is. You don't have to make a mistake to lose. Absolutely. I would love to come to the UK someday, Ben. I really would. I don't know if I'll get to. I would love to. That, and of course now Japan has moved way up on my list, and it wasn't even on my list prior to you guys turning me into a weeb. But now Japan has moved way up on my list of international travel I'd like to do. But yes, I would love to come to the UK. Lick says, I have a grievance. I need $700, but it's not to buy heroin and a guitar. I saw that. That was well. That was your screen name for a while. That I need 700, or was that over at the Discord? That was over the Discord. That's your screen name, right? Like Licks. That I need $700. Oh, that's a tough one. Chrome says, who would Curtis get in a fight with first in the UK? The police? Neds? What are Neds? What does that refer to? Or football hooligans? Probably not the police. I have a lot of respect for cops, so probably not the police. What are the Neds, Chrome? I'll give football hooligans. I'm not a football fan, but I like a good fight, so that's a possibility. Ooh, excuse me. Trevor says, my grievance is that the Cowboys are 1-3 instead of 0-4. And Trevor, I can tell you, as a Cowboys fan, they deserve to be 0-4. That defense is, it's not even worth discussing. That is just filthy how bad their defense is. The only thing is their offense is ridiculously good. But that defense, you can't win anything with a defense like that. RPT, but not powed up, says, I live an hour and a half from Disney, but never go due to finances. It hurts. Oh, that's too bad. I'm sorry to hear that. Yeah. I see, if it weren't for my wife and I just don't want to leave the grandkids, if it weren't for that, I don't know if we'd be in Florida, but we would definitely not be in New York. First of all, I fucking hate New York. I hate the way the state is governed. I hate the taxes. I hate everything about being here. But I love my grandkids. Oh, Bloody Chrome says, Neds are asshole gangs that typically use meth, drink buckfast, smell bad, look worse, and are failures in life. Our version of hillbillies, kind of. Then, yes, that it would probably be them, Chrome. They would be they would be my first choice to where I would probably get into a fight. Monkey says, can somebody send me a link to Discord? I looked in the description of videos. I'm seeing it's in all of them. It should be right there in the descriptions. Even in the stream, it should be there unless something happened. I know I keep it there by default, so it should be there. Nick says you got to react to the new trailer for Fat Man starring Mel Gibson. I don't even know about that one, Nick. I always liked Mel Gibson. I know he had the whole sugar tits thing and everything, but I always liked him as an actor. Chrome says, forgot have the most annoying version of Scottish accents with a weird grating pitch tone. Just awful people. I'd never heard that term before, Chrome. That's kind of cool. I learned something. That's okay, Monkey. Yeah, just check it out. It should be in all of them. And again, even in the stream, it should be there. Dragon says, I just paid $100 for an ounce of homegrown weed from Colorado, which is a pretty good deal considering that the standard price is $10 a gram.
Oh,
is it really?
yeah.
Is that the going rate now? Now, Colorado, in Colorado, it's all legal, right? Weed is completely legal in Colorado, isn't it? $10 a gram. Yikes. Willie says, have you talked to your grandkids' parents about moving everyone from New York? Yes, we have. And as a matter of fact, surprisingly, my son-in-law would take nothing to get him to go for the same reasons. I mean, he sees what he's paying in taxes, and this state is just brutal with taxes and red tape on everything. But my daughter is concerned about her retirement now because she's been working for a school district for years, and she's in the same state retirement system that I retired with, and she's just concerned about losing that. Chrome says, any thoughts on Mel Gibson apparently making Passion of the Christ 2? If he follows the Bible, it'd be Jesus in hell from what I hear. Really? I hadn't heard anything about that, Chrome. You guys know me. I'm not overly religious, but I might sit in for that one. Bloodlord Gravefather. I like that. What about this one, Downlord, by the way? Yeah, I got you, Downlord. That one's pretty good. Bloodlord Gravefather. That's pretty cool. I like that. Mr. Paparazia says, I don't have to pay for weed at all. I live in Humboldt. All I have to do is stand outside and breathe in deep. That's good. I like that. Oh, and you changed your name, Bloodlord Gravefather, and you immediately became Stream Boss. That's pretty good. Just outside and get that contact high. Oh, shit. I got to check my time. I got to go, guys. Thank you for hanging out this stream with me. I got a little bit more I got to do before we have people over tonight for football and everything. But thank you again for hanging out with me. I've been dying to get back to another just chat stream because I do miss those. I'm so hung up on that Among Us, so I will be playing more of it. I love that game. I think too a lot of it is the game is fun, but it's the best game I found so far in all these years we've been doing streams to involve you guys. Now I just got to figure a better way to be able to involve because it's just first come, first serve, and some people try and can't get in. I got to figure something out there. But other than that, it's just fun playing it with you guys. But thank you for hanging out with me in this stream. Tomorrow will be, Fighting Friday. So it's going to be more MK11. And, of course, Free For All Friday we have to have. Free For All Friday is a must-do. But here comes some hopeful Thursday sticky stuff. Now, again, Thursday does, okay, it's got a little bit of a complex because it knows it's not Friday. But I keep telling Thursday, listen, at least you're not fucking Monday, okay? At least you aren't Monday. It might be fucking Monday. I don't know about their relationship. But it's not that bad. Thursday sticky stuff is very hopeful because Friday is right there. It's that close. So I try and inject all the hope I can into Thursday sticky stuff. So here it comes. Pamfu. Thursday sticky stuff, trying to be hopeful, trying to get you guys to Free For All Friday. Thursday sticky stuff for everybody. Pamfu. Again, as always, make sure you have your trademark sticky stuff fanny pack on. Get that hopeful Thursday sticky stuff and get ready for Free For All Friday tomorrow because we'll bang, okay? Flashly like Buggy. And as always, most importantly, always, hopefully, goosh. Goosh. And I just realized, I told you guys I'm back to lifting weights heavy again. I did shoulders yesterday, and I just did that, and it really hurt.